Hi, I'm Plummy, and in this episode of the Nostalgia Trip, I'm gonna be continuing with my reactions to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the 2012 series. Currently, we are on Season 2, Episode 19, The Wrath of Tiger Claw, and Episode 20, The Legend of Kuro Kabuto. So, both seem like they're gonna be pretty big episodes, so I'm excited. Hopefully, I'm not gonna end up experiencing the opposite of the last two episodes, where I expected the last two episodes to be kind of bad, but they were actually not so bad at all. And these ones I'm expecting for them to be good, but they might turn out to not be so good after all, but there's only one way to find out. But before we get into the reaction, as usual, I want to remind you that you can get the full-length version of these reactions over on my Patreon and my Ko-fi account, both of which are linked down below in the description, just by donating or subscribing at the tier for $5. And whether you want to do that or not is really up to you. You can still just watch these videos. But without further ado, let's get into the reaction, starting off with The Wrath of Tiger Claw in 3, 2, 1.
Eaten by a giant alien worm!
And you believe such a thing could contain my hate? My hate is what kept me going. As I tore my way out of the belly of the Crathadricon. As I battled through the armies of the Krang.
Wait, he was fighting the 80s turtles?
Lesser men, man.
What?
Finally, back here. Back to my enemies.
What's up, Leo?
Still brooding. He's thinking about her, about Karai. Master Splinter is her father. How could she still want to be with the Shredder? He hasn't felt the gravity of that reveal still. I guess that's why she's still with the Shredder. Because she's clearly already doubting him.
Right. Look, Leo, she'll come around. Yeah, well, personally, I hope she doesn't. I don't trust her. Not for 1 second. You're right, Raph. You shouldn't trust
She's your
anyone.
dad's daughter, dude. Essentially your sister. Ooh, she's getting a spidey sense. Her spidey sense is tingling.
What?
Alright, whatever it is, we split up and lead it away from the third wheel here. Plan?
Plan. Guys, am I missing something?
Yes, quite a lot, Irma.
Well, that's just great.
Again, it would be so cool if she turned out to know as well and became part of the crew. I don't know why I'm so hung up on that in the last video and in this one, but I really wish we could get some more members of the team other than the Turtles, Casey and April. Like, create some new status quo, for God's sake.
Can't be caught.
Even now, the Shredder has sent Tiger Claw to destroy the turtles. He's trying to use me to set a trap for them. But I can't. Even if it means betraying Shredder.
Okay, she seems like she's telling the truth. I mean, Casey is holding up pretty well so far.
Batman, dude.
I didn't think he would survive this long.
Let's do this.
You will pay for what you did to me. The suffering you caused. The pain I endured.
You're not still mad about the whole worm thing, are you?
What world do you live in that it's okay to bring the princess of the Foot Clan to our secret lair? What happened to Casey? Tiger Claw threw him off a building, and you just brought his partner in crime home for dinner.
Shredder lied to me. I didn't know.
Did you know that I'm about to stick this sigh right up? Raph, no. She understands.
Right up
now.
where, Ruff?
She gets it. She knows the truth, Raph. Everything's gonna be fine.
Fuck, I knew it. I knew it. I knew it.
Will you just listen? I've heard enough from you and your
I don't
girlfriend.
doubt that she has
She's probably
doubts.
leading the Shredder here
But-
right now.
Enough!
That was dumb. That was dumb.
No doubt the Shredder's forces are on their way.
What was that last part?
Tiger Claw is tracking me.
I told you!
There's no time to argue. I have to get out of here.
Oh man.
I can lead Tiger Claw away!
The reactions in this show
Take
are
Karai
the
and
fucking
watch over.
best, I
will stay
swear.
with April and attend to Casey.
I love it when any character in the show reacts in an over-the-top way. That's one of the really good things about this show. It's hilarious.
Some of us choose to be right all the time. Will you just go?
Wow, I finally relate to Raph. That is interesting.
Do you think he's gonna be okay?
Ooh. Oh, that was badass. Oh, we're finally getting some really cool stakes in the fights today. Oh, the handheld camera is back. I love that. I was wondering whether they're gonna bring it back or not.
Yes, Amato Yoshi is your true father.
What?
Tiger Claw, take her away.
No! No! No, what are you doing?
Being part of the plot. Okay. I'm curious whether we're going to get a resolution on that plot development before the end of this season. Because I wouldn't think they were going to carry it over for season 3. Because they've already taken so long with it. But yeah, I guess we'll see. So yeah, this episode was again pretty good. I enjoyed it quite a lot. It had a meaty plot and interesting development. The fight, wow, I think it was really cool and I really liked it. I feel like they could have given it a little bit more of an impact than it had. Because like right now the fight was like an 8 out of 10 and I was expecting something at least a 9. Because like I feel like in the last 2 episodes they used the handheld camera to a bigger benefit than it did in this episode, and I was waiting for them to use it again because it just makes the fighting look so cool for some reason. But they didn't really use it that much. They used it very, very little, and I feel like if they used it more, the fight could have been spiced up a little bit more and it was going to be more entertaining, but still. It was fine overall. Again, I enjoyed it quite a lot. I like that we actually moved the plot along a lot in this episode, but yeah, I don't know. It just didn't really have the impact I was hoping. But again, I enjoyed it. I think that's what you should remember from this reaction. I enjoyed it overall. In terms of a rating for this one, I mean, it's gonna be a little tough. It wasn't as enjoyable as the last episode, so it feels weird to give it a higher rating than that episode, but I feel like because of the plot developments, at least in this episode, it needs to be at least an 8.4 out of 10. So, that's what I'm gonna give this one. But yeah, now we're gonna be getting into episode 20, The Legend of Kuro Kabuto. And I'm really curious what that episode is gonna be about because I've never heard that name before and I have no idea whatsoever what that's gonna be about, so it's gonna be fun, I guess. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into episode 20 in 3, 2, 1. Who the hell are you?
Little mistake. You shoot me an eyeball.
The thing is, I've seen both of these characters, but I have no idea whatsoever who both of them
just
are.
another arms dealer, but now it's like, ooh, check out the cool eyeball guy.
I should pop your head like blueberry.
Relax, Durango. I'll get you that helmet.
He's in Shredder's lair, highest security. Tell me, Mr. Zack, why you think you can steal it?
See your sphere of destiny there?
Ah,
Lick it.
it's made of marzipan.
I stole the real one yesterday.
Is she trying to escape? What's the Shredder planning to do with her?
Karai, you must know I never wanted this to happen. Splinter is your father, yes, but it would have been wrong to allow you to
Jesus,
be
he
brought up by
really
scum
looks
like him. I
gruesome.
did what I had to do, what I knew was right. I hope that one day you will understand that.
You know, it's really interesting to me how
in the 2003 series, we never really get much of an explanation about why Karai keeps being on Shredder's side. But in this show, when we actually get a legitimate reason for her to be on his side, she actually chooses not to be. It's just interesting, you know? Don't tell me that this guy is gonna end up mutating into either Bebop or Rocksteady, because I don't remember which one of the two actually had that haircut. That would be my guess.
I'm just doing my job.
Because otherwise, why would you have a character like this with this kind of haircut that is very similar to another character's haircut?
Find my helmet until it is returned to me.
Why were you hiding it in your throne, you idiot?
Mr. Shredder, can't you just get another?
That helmet, the Kuro Kabuto, has been the symbol of the Foot Clan for over 1,500 years.
Fine, make a new one.
Founder himself, the dreaded Koga Takusa, was said to be the greatest ninja in the history of Japan. His skill with a blade was greater than any samurai. Takusa laid waste to warriors and rulers alike. He stole the sacred totems of his defeated enemies and fused them into an alloy stronger than steel. He himself forged the Kabuto, and it has survived undamaged to this day. I am sworn to protect it with my life. You will find it, and you will bring it to me.
Man, Shredder sure has a lot of mutated lackeys. And I'm pretty sure we also get Bebop and Rocksteady at some point in the show's run, so that will make the amount of characters like 6.
You've got a good sense of smell for a cat.
We are warriors. Can't we fight side by side without letting species get in the way?
Absolutely.
You're both humans who are mutated into these things, you idiots.
I hate you because you're a dog.
That's ridiculous.
I know, right?
Although I do want to eat him because he's a fish.
Yeah, I want to eat him just to shut him up.
Okay,
This is perfect.
that could be interesting to watch for a while, these two being
helmet.
friends.
We can trade it for Karai.
I believe you have something we need.
Oh, it's fish sticks and shit fly. Man, I really liked his older voice actor. Okay guys, can you tell me, seriously, is this a new voice actor for Leo?
You got it, the helmet?
It's my thing. Of course I got it.
Why am I smelling the baby poops?
It's the diaper.
I'm going to pop your head like blueberry.
You know,
Dude, he's the
that's to be
closest,
expected.
the person who got the closest to getting that helmet. You probably should just ask him to do it again.
You fools really believe you can defeat me?
No, but we kept you busy long enough to get Karai.
You'll never get out of here alive.
You want it? Take it.
I don't think that's Karai. The fact that they're not showing Karai to us really makes me think that it's not her. That's not Karai. It's not. It's just not.
Thanks, guys. We had to come, Leo. You're the leader, right? More or less. Now, let's get her out of this sack.
Let me go!
That's not Karai.
I'm so shocked.
Not cool.
Way to end a dark scene in a funny way, with funny music on top of everything. But okay. I don't know how I feel about these two episodes, if I gotta be honest. They're not boring or disappointing, but again, my hype for these two episodes kind of prevented me from truly enjoying it because I was expecting a little more than what I got, even though what I got wasn't bad at all. It was fine, but it's just not as good as I was hoping that it was going to be. And it feels like the show is just stalling for time with some of these plots. Like, this was very much a filler episode, if I ever saw one. The last one at least had some development with Karai finally finding out the truth about the Shredder and her coming to terms with it. But this was a straight up filler episode that was kind of making you think that, oh, we're actually not a filler episode and we're actually moving the plot forward. But no, it's a filler episode. So, yeah, the previous episode, I like it. This one, I frankly don't care much about it, which is pretty much how I felt the second I started watching it. But yeah, I don't know. In terms of ratings for this episode, I think I'm gonna give it a 7.9 out of 10. Again, it's not like the contents of the episodes are actually bad or anything. It's just it didn't amount to much. And even as a filler episode, it ended up being kind of a little boring. So yeah, I don't know. I just don't really care about it too much. And yeah, pretty much the best thing about this episode was that little interaction between Bradford and Tiger Claw. That's the best part of the episode for me, so yeah, I don't know. That's just how I feel about it. But what do you guys think about this episode? Comment down below and let's have a discussion about it. And as usual, before we end this video, I just want to give a huge shout out to my currently 3 patrons on Patreon: Omari Bridgman, Deadpool, and Sarah. Thank you guys for your support. I really appreciate it. It really means a lot to me that you have decided to support me, and I hope you continue to support me for a long time. And now, before we end this video, I just want to talk about something to you guys very quickly, which some of you may or may have not noticed before or know about me, that being the fact that I am trans. And yes, this may come as shocking to some of you because I don't really flaunt it that much on my channel, or at least I feel like I don't. Outside of like my K-pop reactions, which is where I feel like the most comfortable being myself like this. And yeah, I am in fact trans. I'm not necessarily full-on male to female, but I heavily want to transition to being pretty female. I do consider myself more non-binary though, or maybe gender fluid would be the best descriptor as well, because I do have occasional moments where I feel fine being like just a normal guy, but most of the time, like right now, I do feel very dysphoric. And that's why I'm asking you guys for any help that you can give me, because my situation right now, I don't really see any way outside of you guys' help. Because, and this is gonna be kept short and concise, I live with my parents. They're never going to accept me as a trans person. They just never will. And as a matter of fact, back when I started the YouTube channel, I was actually kind of slightly starting my transition back then, with like starting to grow out my hair. I even got to DIY HRT, but because my parents started noticing certain things, like my behavior had changed a lot and my clothes had changed a lot, I kind of had to stop doing that because they were constantly nagging me about cutting my hair and just started to kind of be threatening in a certain way, and felt like they were ashamed of me and everything. And that just kind of stress just tired me out to the point where I just gave up. But as dysphoria goes, it just doesn't go away, you know. I still feel like this, and in fact it's somewhat been intensifying again recently, so I just wanted to share this with you guys. And again, I would really appreciate any amount of support you can give me in regards to this, because I just don't see any way out of this. Because even if I moved out of my parents' house and got myself a job and everything, that's just not gonna work for long-term planning, because once I transition, it's like I probably will not be able to get myself a job, because my country is very transphobic. Nobody gives a shit about LGBT people at all. So there's not even much I can do even in terms of transitioning here. So yeah, I don't know. I just would appreciate any amount of support you can give me, be it monetarily or in any way otherwise. And this is not about boosting my channel or anything, or guilt-tripping you with my sob story. I just wanted to get this off my chest and make my subscribers aware of the situation that I am in, and that I would appreciate anything that you guys can help me out with. It would mean literally everything. Like, for example, a friend that I made after starting this YouTube channel, my good friend Yuri, has been helping me out a lot. And I genuinely might have not been here if it wasn't for him showing up and befriending me. So yeah, this just went a little bit longer than I intended, but I would just really appreciate anything you can support me with. That's kind of ultimately what I'm trying to say.
And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please do a like, subscribe. Also, check out the list in the description to my Twitter if you don't follow me over there, and to my Wattpad where I post my stories, because in addition to doing all these videos on my channel, I'm also a writer. And if you don't enjoy my stories, or you simply enjoy my videos, you can head over to my Patreon or to my Ko-fi account, where you can pledge your support and help get the channel going, help support me so I can keep writing stories you enjoy. But if you don't want to do it, that's completely fine. You can still help me out in other ways, like liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and especially sharing this video with somebody who you think might enjoy it. And I think it's pretty much it for this video, so hopefully I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye!